fire on a prominent central Kentucky horse farm kills several horses.
It's another blast from Old Man Winter. We'll show you who gets what in the full forecast just ahead.
And the Mississippi State University campus is closed today, but that won't stop tonight's game against undefeated Kentucky. Rob Bromley gets you ready for the Cats and Bulldogs.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4.
Good afternoon. I'm Jennifer Palumbo. Another round of snow is coming, but this time not everyone will see it. A winter weather advisory has been issued for southern and southeastern Kentucky. You're looking live at Triangle Park in downtown Lexington, which is not expected to see any snow. WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is tracking the snow chances on First Alert Defender. Chris?
Yeah, the flakes mainly staying across the southern and southeastern parts of the state. A few of those will try to creep very close to the Interstate 64 corridor later on tonight. But that winter weather advisory for all the counties shaded in blue, and you just noticed a few more counties popped into that, into Breathitt County, looks like Owsley County, Magoffin County, back toward the Lake Cumberland areas. So that expanded just a little farther to the north, literally as we were just coming on air. Here's what to expect. Snow arrives late this evening, moves through rather quickly overnight. Anywhere from 1 to as much as 4 inches of snow will be possible in the counties that are under that winter weather advisory. But again, the rest of the area into central and northern Kentucky not included in any kind of advisory. A lot of folks outside of that area will be missing out on the snow. Still think some flakes may get into parts of the Lexington metro on the southern side of the metro to around Interstate 64, get into far southeastern Kentucky, anywhere from 1 to 2 to local 3 and 4 inch amounts. A good possibility as we go through the overnight into early tomorrow. Here's our storm system, by the way, that is bringing a shutdown snow into parts of the deep south. That's going to continue to lift its way onto the north. So, Jennifer, the moisture that is into Tennessee now will soon show up into southern Kentucky, and we'll track it with the hour-by-hour forecast when I come back in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Chris. A massive fire has killed several horses and destroyed 2 barns at a central Kentucky horse farm known for its champion thoroughbreds. This video of the scene from Sky First shows where the fire broke out at Chanticleer Farm around 6 this morning on Aiken Road north of Versailles. WKYT's Sam Smith has the latest from the scene in Woodford County where 6 horses died. It's our top story at 4.
Investigators have spent all day on this farm off Aiken Road in Woodford County. They say when they got here around 6 o'clock, there was nothing they could do to save those horses. The Woodford County Fire Department responded to the call at Chanticleer Farm. They say the fire started in a wooden horse barn. They say that barn had 6 horses inside. No word on whether or not they were thoroughbreds. Fire officials say the heat from that barn fire ignited another wooden barn that was 30 feet away. I'm told hay was inside that second barn. A third barn with fuel inside was in danger of catching fire. Firefighters were able to keep the fire from reaching that structure. The horses raised on this farm in the past have been successful, competing in the Breeders' Cup in 2007. This farm was once owned by a Saudi prince. Current management and fire officials have not said what started the fire.
No saving them, no. When they first saw the barn, time the owners got there to it, it was already down. They couldn't get into it.
Neighbors I spoke with that also raise horses sympathize with the owners here. In Woodford County, Sam Smith, WKYT.
Fire crews tell us there was not a hydrant near the barn. Water had to be shuttled from the nearest hydrant that was a half-mile away. Several counties continue to battle water problems because of the winter weather. In Estill County alone, 2,500 people still have no service. A water distribution site has been set up at the Estill County Fair Barn for people without water. County leaders say they handed out about 1,500 gallons of water yesterday, and they have plenty more at this drive-through center. You can also get water delivered to you, but only if you are elderly, have special needs, or can't get there. Across the state, 28,000 households still have no water. That number was 45,000 yesterday. The Wildcats are in Starkville, where the Mississippi State University campus is closed today because of winter weather. But tonight's game against top-ranked Kentucky is still on. Rob Bromley is here with our Big Blue coverage. Hi, Rob.
Hello, Jennifer, and the Cats can do it tonight, win their 28th game in a row. That would be a new record for the Kentucky program within a single season. The 1996 team won 27 straight. The Cats can't take anything for granted. They have a huge target on their back. They've had some close games. Certainly there is pressure to keep it all going, but this whole thing has been fun.
I mean, it's fun. Like I said, you got to take it one game at a time, or anybody can be beat. So it's not like we're so cocky or anything like that. We just believe in ourselves when we work harder than anyone in the country.
We're playing some top teams. We got Mississippi State and Arkansas up next, and it's not really hard to get up for games like that.
So it's in Starkville tonight. Game time will be 7 o'clock against the Bulldogs of Mississippi State. It'll be televised by the SEC Network. The Cats will be wearing white tonight, white uniforms on the road, because Mississippi State will be wearing black. Jennifer, a special night just for the Cats coming into Starkville.
Thank you, Rob. And the Cats have 2 home games left in this regular season. They're back at Rupp Saturday to take on 18th-ranked Arkansas at 4 o'clock. Tickets will go on sale in 1 week for the Breeders' Cup World Championships at Keeneland Racecourse this fall. Because of the high demand, tickets will go on sale to the general public Wednesday, March 4th. That's 3 months earlier than normal. Single-day ticket prices range from $35 up to $375 on Friday, October 30th, and $50 to $475 on Saturday, the 31st. This will be the first time the Breeders' Cup will be at Keeneland. Our reporters are working on a number of other stories for WKYT News starting at 4:30. Amber Philpott is in the newsroom with a look at some of the news in progress. Good afternoon, Amber.
Hello, Jennifer. A homicide investigation is underway on Interstate 71 near Louisville, the 4th deadly shooting in that city in less than 24 hours. Police say a man was shot and killed inside a black Lexus SUV around 9 this morning. They're also investigating a midnight shooting off the Shawnee Expressway where a man in his late 40s to early 50s was gunned down in a house. And shortly before that, police say 2 men in their 20s were shot and killed in a car in the Shawnee neighborhood. So far, no arrests have been made in any of these shootings. These homicides bring the total to 21 for Louisville just this year. We'll take a closer look at these investigations coming up on WKYT News at 5:30. Lawmakers and state leaders met today to discuss a proposal to help Kentuckians with retirement. House Bill 261 would establish the Kentucky Retirement Account. Private employees can use the state-run program, which would be managed by a private retirement planning group. Supporters say the plan is voluntary, has no fiscal impact for the state, and gives people a way to plan for retirement.
It's a win-win for the employees who would like to have convenient, easy access to retirement options, savings options. It's a win for the taxpayers of Kentucky who will end up shouldering the burden of underfunding for personal retirement savings if we don't do something about it.
Opponents say the bill is unnecessary because private companies already provide this service. We'll have more details from the state treasurer on WKYT News at 4:30. That is a look at just some of the news in progress. Jennifer, back to you.
Thanks, Amber. Now to stories making headlines across the nation at 4. A Texas jury has found former Marine Eddie Ray Routh guilty in the deaths of American sniper author Chris Kyle and his friend Chad Littlefield. The two were shot to death at a Texas gun range in 2013. In comments after the verdict, Littlefield's mother says her family has been waiting for justice ever since the murders. Defense attorneys had argued Routh was not guilty by reason of insanity. The 27-year-old now faces life in prison without the possibility of parole. The Supreme Court is hearing arguments in a case that explores when an employer must take steps to accommodate the religious beliefs of an employee or applicant. As Craig Boswell reports, the case centers around a young Muslim girl who didn't receive a job at Abercrombie & Fitch because her headscarf violated the company's dress code.
24-year-old Samantha Eloff walked out of the Supreme Court saying she felt a bit overwhelmed.
But it's exciting to see it actually go through. Supreme Court, and so many people took interest in the case.
In 2008, Elof was denied a job at an Abercrombie & Fitch store in Tulsa, Oklahoma because she wears a hijab, or headscarf, which violated the company's dress code at the time. The justices are weighing whether the 1964 Civil Rights Act puts the burden on Elof to explain the scarf is part of her religious beliefs, or whether the burden is on the employer to find out if prospective employees might need a religious accommodation. Elof wore her headscarf to her job interview, and questioning the lawyer for Abercrombie & Fitch, Justice Samuel Alito said, "You assumed she was going to do this every day, and the only reason she would do it every day was because she had a religious reason." Abercrombie & Fitch argued that store managers are not allowed to ask about religion during an interview, and if the court sides with Elof, it could actually make discrimination worse.
Way you're really asking business owners across the country to quote-unquote profile applicants and employees.
Justice Antonin Scalia seemed open to this argument, while several other justices seemed to side with Elof. Craig Boswell, CBS News, the Supreme Court.
Abercrombie & Fitch has since changed its headscarf policy, and Elof found a job in retail fashion as merchandising manager for Urban Outfitters. The justices are expected to announce their decision in late June or early July. Disagreeing with your boss may not always be a bad thing. Ways it could actually help you get ahead in WKYT Money Watch. And filing your taxes online is usually faster and easier, but we'll tell you why it may be better to do your taxes the old-fashioned way this year. You're watching WKYT News at 4.